Hi, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. I have not made a video on this truck in a while. The last video I was recording was in the sound system. Check out this interior. I guess this would be a 6-month update on the spray paint. Some of you saw I ended up spray painting this gray part of the seat. The reason I had to spray paint this is because I replaced this. And when I replaced this cushion, this ended up being like a really light gray. And I was going to take the truck the next day to get painted. So I'm like, I'm just going to paint this temporarily. Meanwhile, they paint the truck, and I'll plan for something later on. It does not look bad at all, so I just kind of left it like that. I have not messed with the interior whatsoever. This truck's interior is decent for the year. As you guys can see, no rips, no stains, no tears. Door panels are complete. Same fabric all the way around. This is the only part I need to replace. This is just the cover. At one point, I'll end up replacing the dash. As far as the seats, I really did not have plans to do anything about it. But anyways, Facebook Marketplace got involved, and look at what I just picked up. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but this is actually a dark brown, very similar to the paint I have on the bottom, with the white trim, similar to the white, and black. I feel like they match the vibe of this truck more than what they should. So of course I hit them with the low ball, and we ended up picking these up today. These are off a 2017 Jeep. They're in perfect condition. There's no rips, there's no stains. It's leather. They are power seats, so I had to figure out how we could tap into this thing and make it work. But before I mess with these, I've always really liked bench seats, so I'm gonna see if we could make this one work. Meanwhile, it is a manual adjust. Worst case, we're gonna end up going with these anyway. So you guys know what it is. Let's get it. Ooh, and guys, check it out. Made my garage a drive, so now I have access to the back, but now I need to build something back there. I don't know, I might just be talking to myself. But we now can drive straight into the backyard, which I couldn't before. I had to drive all the way around the block, go through a dirt alley, but not no more. Those seats I feel are a little too high, so let's see the difference. From the rear. Okay, perfect. We are gonna vacuum this, of course, before we start putting more stuff back in. But just to give you guys an idea on how much space we have here. All right, guys, so there we go. We got the OEM seats out. Sit that bench seat in there, and we're just gonna get an idea if it's something we should even keep going with. If that doesn't work, then we're gonna jump to these. These are probably the long-term plan anyways, but those look the easiest to get in there. Bench seat is in. I just have it sitting in there, and it looks like it's not gonna work out. It's a tad bit too short. Aww. So right here's probably the max I could scoot it over. As you can see, the speaker box is sticking out already. And then this side, of course, same situation. Definitely would have looked cool. So boom, just to give you guys an idea. Scratched the wing when I was pulling out that seat. But regardless, let me show you guys this. Look at this. Damn. Guys, this truck was freshly painted not even 6 months ago. And I have no idea where this came from. From the looks of it, it was either putting something on the bed and something got hit hard, or maybe a door opened up, or maybe you had a parking lot, a door opened up and dinged it. All right, so here are the seats side by side. So that would be my original seat, and of course this would be the newer seat. So a couple things I'm noticing off the back. I don't know how it's gonna fit in there, but I think this does go lower, but if we could get that to go down, that way it does not stick up too high. Side to side, this one does sit a bit lower, but if we end up using the other frame, you know, that's gonna make up for it. It should sit about the exact same height seat-wise. It'll look funny and stick up too high. Which I don't think it would. There's plenty of space. There's plenty of space, so I don't know. We might just sit it in there and see what we need to do. Does this not look like these seats were made specifically for this truck? We got the white trim. We got the dark brown. Look at this. Definitely fit the truck vibe a lot more than these. The only thing is, let's see how they fit inside. If it's super goofy, then of course we're not going to go with it. We'll just put those back and we'll go with something else, and I'll post these back for sale. Alright guys, so I just sat in the first seat. Of course, I haven't done anything. This one slid into the factory hole. That one is just barely missing it. So it shouldn't be too hard to make at least the back piece work. The front, of course, is going to need It's gonna need some sort of spacer to even it out right there. As far as the fitment itself, the height wise looks pretty good. Does not look bad at all. The only thing is, in order for me to actually test this, I need to figure out a way to move it back without having power. I may be able to use a drill. I'm sure there's some sort of safety way to move it back manually. Alright guys, so I tried to attach the drill to that and see if anything happened, but no, I did not get any action. Alright guys, so we're going to move on to plan B, which is moving the seat by adding power to the motor. So what we need to do is get some wires, grab a battery, and we're going to use the negative and positive to try to move the polarity on the little motor. Manually make this move. Ooh, oh shit. Oh shit, actually works. I think I'm going the wrong way though. Okay, let's flip it the back way. Ooh. Alright, so that definitely worked. I was able to move the seat back probably to exactly where I needed it. I could probably go back a little bit more. But now what I need to do is find a way to recline it backwards. Alright, so what I'm going to try this time is I see a red wire and a black wire going to some sort of main harness. I'm going to attempt to put power to this and see if it will work just with the controls themselves. If that's the case, that'll be the easiest concept because then I'll just have to get power to this somehow. Alright, red and black, pretty simple. Negative, positive. Alright guys, that actually worked. I was able to pull the positive and the negative, add some power with the Ryobi battery, and we were able to get some power to the seats. So I went ahead and I reclined it exactly where I needed to. And the fitment actually looks pretty good. So this is the lowest possible setting on the seats, which is perfect because this backrest is sitting on the factory bolt, and then the front is floating about an inch or two, which is not bad at all because that could be an easy bracket made. As far as the color, I think it looks pretty nice in here. The only thing is, of course, we would have to get this black and wrap this, you know, in the same brown if possible. Then all we have to do is replace this carpet, which kind of needs it anyways, with a nice new black carpet. And of course, last but not least, we would have to get this center console wrapped in the same material. Wrapped in the black with possibly the same white stitching or the same brown accents if possible. But worst case, if they wrap it in black leather with little white stitching, that would be good enough to make the center console match. As far as right now, I think I'm going to put both seats in with no center console just to see how I like the feel. What we're going to do is we're going to land the factory bolt in this one. And right here, we're just going to make an incision. That way the other bolt lands anywhere in here. We're not really fighting it. And then the bolt would go on top and hold it in place. That way it has two secure spots on the backside. This is how I tapped into the factory connection. I found the red and the black wire going to the main harness. We added some power with the Ryobi battery, and we were able to move the seat front and back. Meaning all we had to do is add power to this. We have full functioning electric seats, which go forward, back, raises, lowers, tilts, and all that. Check it out. I even have a little compartment in the back for my newspapers. All right, that should work. Now this one should hold the seat in place, and this one we're gonna put the bolt's gonna land right around here. So we'll put some washers or something and make sure it grabs tight. And then these two we're gonna have to make some sort of bracket for the front. All right, guys. So I got the seat to fit with the factory holes. The only issue now, it's all the way up against the box. Shouldn't be a big problem. We're gonna add power to it again and see if we could scoot it forward a few inches. But check it out. Here's the view from this side, and I think these seats actually look pretty good. I was a little skeptical on how high the seats are. Compared to the other ones, they do feel a little taller. But inside the truck, they really don't look bad at all. Especially if I could get that to go all the way down somehow, we'll be good. So they're actually pretty comfortable. It does not feel like they're out of place. This is at the farthest back and lowest position possible. So I have room to adjust up and down, lean forward. There's still a lot of play with these seats. I actually like it. Alright guys, so same thing. We're going to go ahead and tap into the power again. That way we could adjust the seat. Once it's sitting in place, we could adjust it without having to be lifting it and lowering it. So I'm going to do an extra long wire. I'll connect the battery out here. That way I could play with it and adjust it. And if that looks good, tomorrow we'll actually run some real power to it and have it there permanently. If you have a battery like this, it's even better. My Ryobi drill didn't have a slot, it just had little tabs. So if you have a battery like this where it slips in, of course it's gonna be a lot easier because you don't have to try to hold them. Now let's see if it works. You saw that? Bam, that works. Alright guys, so I got this seat in place. So this one is definitely a lot higher, so let's go ahead and adjust it. We have power running to a battery. See if it came loose. Alright, so there we go. We got tapped into the battery. Now let's go ahead and adjust the seat. So hopefully I was able to record a little bit, but I lowered it to the lowest possible setting. And this one actually fits super snug. All right, guys, so the seats are in. Check it out. So let me know what you guys think. These seats are actually super comfy. As you can see, they're really wide. All right, so this is how it sits in the truck. I have not put the jump seat back in. And to be honest with you guys, I'm not sure if it would even fit. So I'm gonna see what options I have there. We might just have to do like a little center console, but this is how the seats are looking. And yes, they are super sturdy. At the end of the video, I'm gonna go to an upholstery shop and we're gonna see the different fabrics in order to make the jump seat match and also make the door panels match. So I owe you guys 2 videos on this truck that I've been slacking on. Once I started the project with the whole green truck, I got distracted and I put this one on the back burner. But there's 2 videos I've been working on. Number 1 video that I have plenty of footage on, I just need to edit it, is the sound system. A couple months ago, I stripped out the sound system from the green truck. I bought new stuff and we added it into here. I knew the green truck was gonna go into a whole different type of build, and I also have a separate plan for that one. I kind of want to do a center console on that one, but the sound system in it was pretty much brand new, and of course it's not gonna go to waste, so I made it work inside this truck. Of course, we got new speakers all the way around as well. Loud, it's clear. Shout out to Mike's Audio, he got down on this truck. So I have all the footage of everything I bought for that build. Second video I owe you guys is the running boards and the front end. I'm doing some more work on it to make it more of a 90s style truck. I'm not going full, you know, choo-choo style with the full body kit. I went with these Lund style steps that I found on eBay, brand new in the box. Like the best part is that they don't hit anything. I thought maybe they were gonna be a hassle, but they really don't hit anything. This makes the truck look a lot more slammed than it actually is. Other thing I did to this truck is, some of you may have noticed, it now has a sport bumper. Octavio, he hooked me up with the sport bumper he had on a truck he was about to sell, so I traded him bumpers and he color matched it. So I think that made a huge difference. It made the truck look a lot lower on the front as well. Here's the side-by-side pic. See if you guys notice the difference on the 2 different bumpers. Not a huge difference since it's color matched, but overall I think it gives the whole truck a whole better look, especially with the grill. 2 more components I'm gonna add. I'm trying not to go over the top with making it too crazy of a 90s style build, but 2 subtle things that we're gonna do to this truck, and it's gonna be billet inserts on the front, and I have some color matched visors for the windows that I haven't added. It's pretty much gonna be at the end of the video. I'm gonna go to an upholstery shop and we're gonna see the different fabrics. If you guys wanna see more 2nd gen content, comment down below 2nd gen, and we'll do more videos and more upgrades. Team 2nd gen, let's go! This would be like the wood grains, huh? I like this one.